Very good afternoon, Sati.
Yeah, good afternoon, Bong.
It's been a long time we never see an age.
Yeah,
How are you?
yeah, I'm doing great. And how about you, Bong?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. Um, we love to see you here, and thank you very much for joining us. So, now, Sati, I know you, but a lot of people might not know you. So, can you tell me about yourself?
Yes, thank you very much, Bong, and a very good afternoon to our audience here as well. So, for those of you who haven't known me yet, I'm Sethi. Actually, I have been with Toastmaster for 3 years already. Currently, I am also serving as one of the district leaders as well, which is an area director of Area C1 as well. We just cover club in Thailand and also in Cambodia as well.
3 years is a long time in Toastmasters, and with a very big position too. Okay, so in Toastmaster, you might know a lot about Toastmaster and you know a lot about public speaking skill too, right? So, what kind of speech that we have in Toastmaster or we have in public speaking generally?
Generally, in public speaking, there's a lot of different type of speeches. So maybe some of us who are interested in informative speech, narrative speech, or maybe inspirational speech, which including storytellings that most of us can hear from all the inspirational speaker around the world as well. So there's many type of speeches. So we can consider which kind of speeches that you are interested in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really interesting. But all of that speech, which one is your most favorite one?
I think for me personally, I love storytellings.
Storytelling?
Can be an inspirational speech or motivational speech.
Okay, what about storytelling? Can you tell me more about storytelling and why you like that kinds of speech?
Yes, of course. You know sometimes when we have a lot of things to say and then we want to inspire others, so we use can be our personal story, other people's story to inspire others, right? Because nobody else can just only listen to you that you are doing something and then you have got all of those experiences and at the same time challenges in your life and then all of those people who have not go that far, so you can use all of the story to inspire them to move forward. So that's what I interested the most. And especially some of us we might feel like we don't want to say anything about our personal, right? But in public speaking, in storytelling itself, we need to have a higher level of sharing because we want somebody else to move faster and better. That's why we use
Right, right.
storytelling to inspire them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, which storytelling is very great one to tell a story to people and also to inform people during the speech. But is there any other benefits of storytelling that you can tell to people?
Yes, of course. There's a lot of benefits in storytelling actually. So if you feel sometimes you feel doubtful about yourself, you feel like you lack of some things, you need inspiration, you need motivation from others, and that it's come to the place where you need some motivations, right? And the storytelling is one of the key. You can listen to many inspirational speaker. They use their personal story. Maybe sometimes they made specific challenges or problems, and then at the same time they find a ways to resolve all of those challenges and become who they are in the real life. Yeah.
Right. You mentioned earlier about the storytelling is that by using our own story or personal story to tell to the audience. So, what if I don't have my personal story, or my story might not be really interesting to people or the audience? Can I use the other persons to tell, or how do you think about it? Is that good to use other people's story to inspire the people?
Yes, of course, because we have heard a lot of story, right? Not just only from the movies, from a traumatic story, from any kind of story. Maybe you went to the cinema and then you can
Right.
watch one of the movie that is more likely to be interested and inspired. So you can also learn from all of those movie and story that you have from outside world as well, not just only specifically from
Okay,
yourself.
so we can make up a story,
Yeah, of
right?
course. So there's a lot of things for us to learn to explore at the same times. So it's not really a matter of a fact that just only our personal story, but just to make sure that that story we impact life. Yeah.
Okay, But when the people they know about the storytelling, they want to use that storytelling to inspire other people, but they don't know how to start it. They don't know how to write it up, or they don't know how to what kind of technique that we need to have. So based on your experience as one of the Toastmaster member and experienced ones, so what technique can we enhance storytelling to make it better? Yeah.
Yes, of course. There's a lot of techniques for all of us. We might have different tips and strategies in
Okay.
developing a speech,
Mm-hmm.
especially storytelling, because sometimes some of us might have our personal tip as well. So maybe 2 or 3 tips or something. But for me personally, I would share to you all specifically. I will share for 3 tips which you can use to improve your storytelling speech. So the very first point is to really understand about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about that speech?
Right.
So once you know how you feel about it, you can create it. So you can either choose to have your personal story, or maybe you can use other story that can relate it to the topic that you want to share to your audience. Maybe you want to inspire others to move forwards. Then you can use your personal story. Maybe you are from a province, from a countryside, that you don't even have a chance to get a higher education, but now you made it because of this kind of progress that you have made. So once you are interested in it, so you move to it. That and secondly, you might learn to develop different kind of speeches. So in the speech structure is very important for all of us as well, including introduction, body, and inclusion.
Mm-hmm.
So you learn how to write different type of speeches so that you get familiar with doing speeches, so that you can be more competent in giving storytellings. You might just learn from other, listening from other, and then writing your own speech. And last but not least is to keep doing it consistently,
Okay.
because without a progress, it cannot be happen. And
Mm-hmm.
if you don't keep that progress forward, we cannot be a good storyteller.
One
We
day
cannot
it's
be a
gonna lose
public
it.
speaker.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
it need a consistency.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But what you mentioned is not enough. Why I say it's not enough, because the people, like you mentioned earlier, that the people need to make it consistent. We cannot just do it one time and then we forget about it, or we never do it again. So if the people want to enhance that techniques, or want to know more about how to develop a storytelling or the other speech in the public speaking, where can they find it, or where should they go? Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. For me personally, I would say it to you all. Maybe you have heard of Toastmaster already. You can see my teaser. So
Nice
in
t-shirt.
Toastmasters, you might have a lot of opportunity to share your personal idea, perspective, perceive that you are interested in sharing to others. So it's time for you to challenge yourself in those kind of environments. You need people who keep encouraging you to move faster and better. That's why you need a proper place for you to practice your speeches, and at the same time challenge you. So I think Toastmaster is the right place for you, which you can consider to improve yourself in that club, and then exploring your journey with Toastmasters. And let's see, a few months later or a few years later, how far you can go, and then you can upgrade yourself from day to day and keep it as a consistency habit.
Okay, we're gonna see ourselves in the next 5 years.
Yeah,
Who we gonna be? Maybe a better version of ourselves.
yeah.
Yeah. But who can be a Toastmaster member?
Everyone can be a
Everyone can be a
Toastmaster
Toastmaster
member.
member.
Yeah, everyone can be a Toastmaster member, and especially who are interested in public speaking, communication, and leadership skills, because Toastmaster, it has transformed me personally, just not only communication and public speaking, at the same time transform me to become a leader. So if you wish to
Oh.
become a leader, or you wish to be a good communicator, then Toastmaster is the right place.
Okay, so Toastmaster, where we create the leaders
Yeah,
in our
Toastmaster is
modern
a leader.
society.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, really appreciate your answer, and thank you very much once again for joining us. And
Yeah.
we love to see you once again in the next podcast.
Okay,
Thank you
thank
very
you.
much.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you very much, Boom. Thank you for having me.